people are asking artificial intelligence how to legally reduce their taxes. Not how to evade them. Not how to cheat the system, but how to finally understand it. And that alone tells you something has shifted. For decades, the tax code has been public. Thousands of pages, public law, public regulations, public guidance. And yet most people have never read a single section of it. Not because it was secret, because it was dense. Complexity is a barrier, and barriers create gatekeepers. If something is hard to understand, the people who understand it hold leverage. CPAs, tax attorneys, advisors, specialists, not because they're hiding secrets, but because decoding complexity takes time. Now, artificial intelligence can translate that density into plain language. You can ask, what deductions exist for small businesses? What is depreciation? What qualifies as a business expense? And within seconds, you receive a structured explanation. That changes behavior. Because once something feels understandable, it feels accessible. And when it feels accessible, people stop assuming they can't participate. That's the quiet shift. This isn't about refusing to pay taxes. It's about finally reading the rules. And when millions of people start reading the rules, the tone changes. Historically, large corporations optimized aggressively. They studied the tax code. They structured entities efficiently. They hired teams to understand every nuance. Most individuals didn't. Not because they couldn't, because the learning cost was too high. Now, the learning cost is collapsing. Artificial intelligence becomes a translator, a research assistant, a starting point. It does not replace professionals, but it reduces fear. It reduces intimidation. And when fear drops, curiosity rises. But here's where we slow down. Artificial intelligence can summarize law. It cannot guarantee accuracy in your specific situation. It cannot replace professional judgment. It cannot defend you in an audit. And sometimes it can be confidently wrong. There's a difference between literacy and expertise. Understanding the structure is empowering. Misunderstanding nuance is expensive. That distinction matters. But even with that risk, the shift is real. More people are asking, what am I legally allowed to do? What have I been assuming? What is actually written in the code? That questioning changes power dynamics. Not through rebellion, through literacy. Because literacy changes posture. It changes confidence. It changes how people talk about institutions. And when posture shifts at scale, systems adjust. Artificial intelligence is not rewriting tax law. It's exposing structure. It's flattening access to information that used to feel intimidating. And transparency has consequences. Not dramatic ones, structural ones. When people understand systems better, they interact differently. They ask better questions. They document more carefully. They become less passive. But here's the deeper layer. Artificial intelligence reflects what it was trained on. It summarizes publicly available information. It reorganizes complexity. It does not invent loopholes. It does not generate secret backdoors. If a deduction exists, it was already there. Artificial intelligence just explains it faster. There is no hidden vault of forbidden strategies. There is no secret mode that whispers, here's how to escape. There is only interpretation. And interpretation requires responsibility. Artificial intelligence is a tool. Tools amplify intent. Used responsibly, it increases understanding. Used recklessly, it increases risk. The shift we're watching isn't tax rebellion. It's informational parity. For the first time, individuals can explore complex financial systems without feeling immediately overwhelmed. That doesn't eliminate professionals. It changes the starting point of the conversation. And when starting points change, leverage shifts. The real story isn't that artificial intelligence helps people avoid taxes. The real story is that it reduces informational asymmetry. And asymmetry has always been the invisible advantage. When complexity drops, leverage redistributes. Quietly, gradually, structurally. Artificial intelligence doesn't break the system. It makes the system more legible. And legibility changes behavior. The future won't be shaped by secret prompts. It will be shaped by how people respond once they understand the rules more clearly. That's the quiet shift beneath the noise.